Hi, my name's Tess and I'm a speech pathologist.
And I'm Ashley. I'm one of our occupational therapists here at GUI Speech Pathology. Often we get referrals that come through from families with kids who have challenges with their writing, some feedback from their teachers, whether that's, I know it's teacher feedback time at the moment, where we're getting messages, they've got messy handwriting or even difficulty forming and planning out their page, getting started on writing tasks.
We see lots of difficulties around spelling out or sounding out words, difficulties forming sentences and sort of ordering out their stories in a way that makes sense.
And I guess it can be really hard as a parent knowing who to send the referral to or what to be looking out for. So I thought we'd have a chat today to see, divide it up, who does what, and who you can seek help from if your child is having some handwriting challenges.
So what some people might not know is that writing is actually a very complex task. There's lots involved in writing and lots of different foundational skills that children need to be able to do independently and then put together to be able to write.
Absolutely right. And often it's where we see, if there's a breakdown or a challenge in one of those foundational skill areas, that's where that block and that barrier to the writing process, that's where we see that come up there. So what are these foundational skills that we need for writing, Tess?
So in speech pathology, we need a few different skills to support our writing. First is phonemic awareness. That's the ability to hear words, break words down into sounds, and manipulate the sounds within words. Another area is letter sound knowledge, knowing which letters can make which sounds and the rules of when and how to use them. Another element is creating sentences and paragraphs that make sense and represent their ideas, and creating this in an outline or a plan for their story or essay overall.
In OT, the foundational skills that we are looking at include postural motor control, so looking at are our kids actually able to sit in their chair? We know that we need postural stability before distal ability, so being able to use their hands, which then links into our fine motor control. Do our children have control of their pencil? Can they manipulate the tools that they're needing to be able to use? We look at sensory processing. Can our kids interpret the information that's coming from within their environment around us, whether that's receiving input through their pencil or being able to interpret auditory information from their teacher. We then can also be looking at visual motor integration. So when the teacher's putting information or writing on a board, can they sit, can they look at that, can they interpret and then be able to put that on their paper, which is our motor planning system? Do they know, can they perform the action that's required? For example, letter A needs to go backwards, around, up, down. Can they form that action? We then also look at, some of those executive functioning areas, ideation, sequencing and planning, initiation. Can they have all of their ideas, be able to plan and sequence them, put them on their page, get started on their task? And then attention and memory, being able to hold information for extended periods of time and being able to attend to the task that it is that they're doing. All of these foundational skills are what's needed for our kids to be successful writers.
Yeah, so we're looking to support writers who can pick up a pencil and write their ideas down and really find enjoyment with self-expression instead of just sitting there staring at a blank page.